Okay, so I'm going to be talking about The Toll, which I have finished 2 weeks ago, I believe, and I have not talked about it because I just fell off the wagon in terms of recording the book reviews immediately right after I finished the book. No, but it doesn't matter because the events of this book is still so clear in my brain because it's just so good. Okay, this is the finale, obviously, of this trilogy, and how does he do it? Okay, how does Neal Shusterman do it? It literally took it to different heights that I was not expecting. Because obviously there was a problem. How is he going to resolve it? I was thinking that it's going to be addressing this particular problem, but then it just takes care of what happened. It's just everything. Okay, he was able to solve, like, give closure to all of the open subplots in this story, and I don't know, I can't even think of a better ending for any of these characters. Neil Schusterman just does it. But anyway, okay, so obviously I can't talk about what the events are, but mainly, what do I take from this? Oh, first of all, I would like to comment on the cover. Okay, as you can see, there are three people in this cover, and it's amazing that this one, okay, he is not a scythe, obviously, but he is wearing something, okay, and it looks like he is a sort of like a priest, but also notice that it's like this gray thing is like a tuning fork, and then his scarf has these waves, and it's actually legit. There is that kind of piece of um, clothing in the story, and I forgot which particular song it was that this, like, it actually plays. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not sure this exact cover, but in the story. So anyway, okay, I'm digressing so much. Main thing that I got from this story is, okay, people, humans are demanding a perfect world. Okay, they want a perfect world because, why do we have to die of natural causes? Why should there be poverty and all that? Like, life is so unfair, but and so that's why people are like demanding to have this perfect life, even demanding it from the divine being that is God. People are saying, like, why do you allow these things to happen to the world? And the simple answer is this: God gave people free will, and by having free will, like, imagine not having free will, okay? And the fact that we have free will, that is such a gift. But also, since humans are so evil, okay? I mean, not all, obviously, but there are imperfect human beings. And so, how can you create a perfect world if the creatures are imperfect? There will always be that problem. And okay, let's say, fine, there wouldn't be any, like, let's say everybody's good. There, no one would be killing, stealing, and all that. Okay, fine. But then, obviously, there's still natural calamities and disasters that would take the life of people. And I think for that reason, like, yes, sure. You know how, like, even humans do something bad to nature, and it's like nature is just retaliating in a way. And also, yeah, if you are talking about illnesses, it's highly possible that there is already cure for, say, cancer and all the other illnesses. There's already a cure, but it's possible that there are, like, I'm thinking conspiracy here. There might be some heads of pharmaceutical companies who are not exposing this, are not revealing this cure, because then they would lose the profit that they would have for the other medicines that they are taking out. That is not solving the problem, but just relieving the symptoms. Yeah. Okay, commercial over. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so there's that. You cannot demand a perfect world if you yourself is not perfect. You yourself are not perfect. Whatever. Grammatically, whichever is grammatically correct. Okay, so there's that. I love really what happened to this. Obviously, I would remember the plot points that I really, really loved. Like, I just can't believe that there were multiple storylines in here. and it was all wrapped up. And I've seen a lot of reviews like saying this has totally missed the mark. Like what happened to the original story? Like it went to a different, like it was explained. Like you can't fix a problem such as this because if you're just gonna eradicate the evil people, there will always be the next one. You know. Okay, where was I? Yes. Where was I? Right. Yeah. Criticisms. The stories, it went somewhere else. And you know what? I'm not even mad because maybe if their favorite character was one of the main characters, yeah, possibly it could feel that way. Because there are new characters here that apparently, even if they were introduced in the third book, you still kind of feel for them in a way. Oh, one thing that was addressed here that was kind of like a little bit strange. Okay, there is a character here. He is a captain of a boat, so he drives the ships. I don't know the term. Can't find in my brain right now. And he was born in Madagascar. And in Madagascar, the rule is okay. The Thunderhead set the rule that the people there will grow up genderless. So, fine, no problem with that. But the issue, okay, is this person. He slash she says that I mean, okay, people are kind of wary around that person because of like what pronoun to use. And it's like, wow, it's kind of like the same as if you are in, I think, especially in the States, they are very strict when it comes to using which pronoun. Like if you use the wrong pronoun for this particular person, some people could like burst out in anger thinking that you are disrespecting them even if you're not. So anyway, this character was not like that. So he doesn't mind. She doesn't mind if you get the wrong pronoun. But what got me is how very flimsy, fluid. I mean, he did say, I'm gonna say he, okay, because his name is Jericho, and that is typically a male name. Typically, okay, typically. And he said that if the sky is clear, no clouds, you should refer to him as a she. But if the clouds, I mean, if there are clouds in the sky, you should refer to him as him. And obviously, it's so confusing to do that. Like, and everyone is like, what do we do? So it's like, it's so much better to just refer to him as his actual name and not use pronouns in the end. Okay, I just had to say that, because I was kind of like, I mean, this was written in 2019, and I don't think it was, I don't know, maybe it was peak liberalism in that moment. I don't know, or I kind of feel like it's sort of popped off, especially during the pandemic. So probably, yeah, there might be some influences to Neal Shusterman about that, like the commentary on that, like yeah. But I guess maybe also the main thing is the fluidity. But okay, I understand the fluidity, but to assign your gender to be something that changes, like it depends on the clouds. I don't know. Or perhaps that is an exaggeration. So, yeah, that's something I remembered. Also, the Thunderhead did something really, really cool. Okay. I do, at the end of this book, I feel bad for Thunderhead. Poor thing. But also, I'm kind of happy that he had his moment. But then at the same time, I'm sad that that had to happen. And that's going to be his reality. And the final chapter is romance based, and I kind of appreciated it. Yeah. Okay. What else can I remember? Oh, the ending of the enemy, so good. I sort of expected it that something like that is gonna happen, like someone is gonna betray the other, but also the way of the betrayal, and also somewhat like a redemption. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. It's so cool that these characters, I mean, the people in this world, they are really able to access like memories of everyone. Okay, it's in the back brain of the Thunderhead. excuse me, and they can access that. So it's pretty cool. You can talk to your dead loved ones, but at the same time, it's going to be the same conversation because it's just there's nothing new, right? There can be no new experiences and all that. Okay, so I probably am not giving this the justice that it requires, it deserves, because it's been 2 weeks, but the high that I had off of this book, like, I couldn't believe that it was done. But at the same time, like I couldn't even read a proper book. I mean, the next book that I read was a thriller, just to cleanse my palate, because this trilogy is so amazing. If I had to choose whether Scythe or Everlost, I can't even think. I can't even decide, because they are both good in their own rights. Yeah. Was it a fitting ending for this? Yes, definitely. Especially, like, there are, like, I would say, snapshots of. At that point, at the point of reading, I was not sure if it was in the past or in the present or in the future. Like, the testament of the toll. So this book is actually pretty. What do you call this? Very paralleled with the story of, like, Jesus being the redeemer. So you can talk to God, and also there is this group, the believers, who if you believe in the toll, right? And the tone. So that's the three things: the tone, the toll, and the thunder. Obviously, thunder is Thunderhead. The tone is the great resonance that happened at the end of book 2, because of what happened in that, like, in the earth, right? And then the tone, toll. Oh, and toll is the character from the second book, Grayson Tolliver. And there's just really some weird, like, testament to the toll, and then there is, like, an analysis, commentary of Curate Symphonius, and then Coda's analysis. I'm like, Coda is also a part of the tone. I mean, like, it's like a musical kind of thing. Yeah, it's just, I appreciate it. Everything's connected. I love that. And the fact that this tone, toll, thunder, these people are from this place where I'm like, okay, if this place made it, okay, I'm talking very vaguely, but if Araya, is that how you would pronounce it? Arya, if Arya, this place, was able to make it, and it had, like, the lowest chance of survival, then obviously the other places too. So good. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm not scared of spoiling, because obviously no one's really just watching these videos, right? It's just really for me, but just in case someone's watching, just in case. Okay, love this. Thank you so much, Neal Shusterman, for this wonderful world. So beautiful. Oh, and the ending. Oh my god, I can't even begin. Like, what happened to the scythes and their rings? Like, there was always this thing about me, like, when they grant immunity, the people have to kiss the ring, and then their DNA would be transferred to the scythe interface, whatever, and then it would be known that this person has immunity. And that, the ring kissing has been around for, like, it started. Water. Okay, it's hold on. Okay, so that ring kissing thing, that practice has been around for, like, ever since. I think it's mainly a Catholic thing. The priests had rings in which, to show respect, they kiss it. And actually, in Filipino culture, that is how we got the mano po, like, when you put your, because people take the hand of the priest and then they kiss the ring. So eventually, when it got passed down, people were just doing this to the hands of the elderly. Yeah, and then towards the end, there's a much better purpose for the scythes, and it's not to play God and to decide who is gonna get killed, but something else. And I think that is such a comfort for the scythes, as well as the people who are in the face of death. Yeah. Okay. So basically, that is all for this book talk. I would say just a little update. Okay. That's it. Bye.